pierogies part 3. So I have melted here about a quarter cup of Kerrygold butter. I'm just going to let that warm up, and in the back I have some vegan butter because Andrew is vegan, and so we don't want to mix the two together. I've got my pierogies out of the freezer. Wait a second. Let me put them over here. And this little spoon here is nice and slotted so that you can put the pierogies into the hot bath. Now you don't want this boiling because it'll boil your noodles right apart, the dough. So we're just going to start submerging in. I think him and I can both eat 6 a piece. So we'll put in 12. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to sink right to the bottom of the pan, the pot. And that's okay because as they cook, then they will start to float. You don't want to touch them because they're stuck on the bottom of that pot a little bit right now. You want to let that dough cook. And then I have some cream of wheat, hot cereal. Don't use the instant. Use the one that takes 2.5 minutes. And I'm just going to shake that in my butter here. And some in this back pot as well, because we're going to let this brown up. So I'm just going to mix that a little bit. By the time the pierogies are done, then this should be done as well. If it gets too brown, it's burnt. You just want to take and kind of like toast that cream of wheat or farina in the butter. And that looks really good. So I'm going to set my timer because it shouldn't take more than 8 minutes to cook those pierogies. And we might have to stop and take a pause in a minute here to let the film catch up. So we're just going to keep these on a nice medium heat. I hate to say it, but my mouth is watering. Once these start kind of like bubbling a little bit, just ever so carefully, just see if anything is stuck to the bottom. And none of them are, so that's all wonderful. So I'm just going to continue to let them cook. Don't want to mess with them anymore, and they're all going to come to the top.